राधे राधे।
रेडी रेडी।
या
आज गीता जयंती महोत्सव का चतुर्थ दिवस और प्रॉपर गीता जयंती आज सुंदर यहाँ मनाने जा रही हैं। और वैकुंठ एकादशी सुंदर भगवान का, कृष्ण भगवान का अभिषेक होगा, पूज्य स्वामी जी के द्वारा दिव्य ज्ञान की प्राप्ति होगी और कुछ आत्मा की शांति के लिए भजन कीर्तन होगा। तो आइए मिलके इस गीता जयंती महोत्सव को शुभारंभ करें कीर्तन के माध्यम से। एक बार जयकार करेंगे जोर से। बोलो श्री कृष्ण कन्हैया लाल की, राधा कृष्ण भगवान की, गीता जयंती महोत्सव की जय। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे है नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा।
श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा।
श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे है नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे है नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे है नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा। गोविंद हरे मुरारे श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा। कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे है नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे है नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा। एकमात्र स्वामी सखा हमारे मात्र स्वामी सखा हमारे नारायण वासुदेवा। कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे है नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा। भज गिरिधर गोविंद गोपाला। भज गिरिधर गोविंद गोपाला। भज गिरिधर गोविंद गोपाला। भज गिरिधर गोविंद गोपाला। भज गोविंद गोविंद गोपाला। गाइए कृष्ण गोविंद गोविंद गोपाला। कृष्ण गोविंद गोविंद गोपाला। कृष्ण गोविंद गोविंद गोपाला। भज गोपाला गोपाला भज गोपाला। भज गोपाला गोपाला भज गोपाला। भज गोपाला गोपाला भज गोपाला। भज गिरिधर गोविंद गोपाला। भज गिरिधर गोविंद गोपाला। भज मुरली मनोहर नंदलाला। भज मुरली मनोहर नंदलाला। भज मुरली मनोहर नंदलाला। भज गिरिधर गोविंद गोपाला। भज मुरली मनोहर नंदलाला। भज गिरिधर गोविंद गोपाला। भज गिरिधर गोविंद गोपाला। भज गिरिधर गोविंद गोपाला। भज गिरिधर भज गिरिधर गोविंद गोपाला। भज गिरिधर गोविंद गोपाला। कृष्ण गोविंद गोविंद गोपाला। कृष्ण गोविंद गोविंद गोपाला। कृष्ण गोविंद गोविंद गोपाला। भज मुरली मनोहर नंदलाला। भज मुरली मनोहर नंदलाला। भज गोपाला गोपाला भज गोपाला।
गोपाला
भज गोपाल गोपाल भज गोपाल
भज गोपाल गोपाल भज गोपाल
भज गिरिधर गोविंद गोपाल भज गिरिधर गोविंद गोपाल अभी भगवान का सुंदर अभिषेक हो रहा है कीर्तन के माध्यम से। तो कुछ अनाउंसमेंट कृति जैसे निवेदन के कोई अनाउंसमेंट है या कोई स्पॉन्सर है उनका नाम घोषणा करें, और उसके बाद कीर्तन के माध्यम से भगवान का कृष्ण भगवान का सुंदर अभिषेक होगा। उसके बाद आरती होगी और फिर भजन कीर्तन, फिर पूज्य स्वामी जी का लेक्चर।
Radhe Radhe, Happy Gita Jayanti everyone. What a wonderful start with the Kirtan. We will be starting the Shree Krishna Abhishek on this auspicious Gita Jayanti. Wanted to thank all our sponsors for that. Our Pramukh Yajman, since it's a Gita Jayanti, the sponsorship is all about sharing the, sponsoring the Bhagavad Gita books. That's a part of Mahayagya for sharing the knowledge. So our Pramukh Yajman offering 50 books is Kalyana Miryala and family. For 25 book sponsor, we have Smita Patel, Asha Raja Gopalan, Kashmira Kittur. For 10 book sponsor, we have Gayatri Naren and Meera Mehta. For 5 books, we have Ami Bhatt, Gautam Kesharwani, Kerry McCronick, Priya V, Sampath Som, Vinod and Minu Kapoor family. And there are some other sponsors. We do have sponsorship opportunities. Every Bhagavad Gita book is $20. If you would like, it's on our website. And we'll be starting the Krishna Abhishek. The seva is $11. You can sponsor on the website, or we'll make a line from here and you can come. Thank you everyone. Radhe Radhe.
राधे राधे। एक बार जयकारा करेंगे। बोलो श्री राधा कृष्ण भगवान की जय। भगवद गीता जयंती महोत्सव की जय। वैकुंठ एकादशी की जय। पावन ऐसा पर्व गीता जयंती महोत्सव, वैकुंठ एकादशी, सुंदर यहाँ भगवान का कीर्तन के माध्यम से भगवान का अभिषेक आओ मिलके करें। पहले यहाँ पंडित जी पंचामृत से अभिषेक करेंगे, उसके बाद में अन्य भक्तगण क्रमशः आएंगे और अभिषेक करेंगे। आइए कीर्तन। राधे राधे। पुंडरीकाक्षाय नमः, पुंडरीकाक्षाय नमः, पुंडरीकाक्षाय नमः। ओम चंद्रमा मनसो जात चक्षोः सूर्यो अजायत वायुष्य प्राणस्य मुखादग्निरजायत रूपस्त्वं कर्म साक्षी अविघ्नकरोति यावत् कर्म समाप्ति स्यात् तावत् त्वं सुस्थिरो भव।
भूर्भुवः कर्म साक्षिण्येति तत्तदेवताभ्यो नमो नमः। कीर्तन चालू।
हरि ओम ग्रहस्पतिष्ठायां समस्त भक्तानां कल्याणार्थे गीता जयंती ओम
जय जय राधा रमण जय जय राधा रमण
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 जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल
जय राधा रमण हरि बोल
जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल जय जय राधा रमण जय जय राधा रमण जय जय राधा रमण जय जय राधा रमण
जय जय राधा रमण जय जय राधा रमण जय जय राधा रमण जय जय राधा रमण
जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल
जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल
जय जय राधा रमण जय जय राधा रमण जय जय राधा रमण जय जय राधा रमण
जय जय राधा रमण जय जय राधा रमण जय जय राधा रमण जय जय राधा रमण
जय जय राधा रमण जय जय राधा रमण
जय जय राधा
रमण जय जय राधा रमण जय जय राधा रमण जय जय राधा रमण
जय जय राधा
रमण जय जय राधा रमण जय जय राधा रमण जय जय राधा रमण
जय जय राधा
रमण जय जय राधा रमण राधा राधा रमण राधा राधा रमण राधा रमण राधा 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 राधा रमण जय जय राधा
जय श्री राधे
जय जय राधा रमण जय जय राधा रमण जय जय राधा रमण जय जय राधा रमण
जय जय राधा रमण जय जय
राधा रमण जय जय राधा रमण जय जय राधा रमण राधा राधा रमण राधा राधा रमण राधा राधा रमण राधा राधा रमण हरि राधा रमण जय जय राधा रमण
जय जय राधा
रमण जय जय राधा रमण जय 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 राधा रमण जय जय राधा रमण जय जय राधा रमण जय जय राधा रमण
जय जय राधा रमण जय जय राधा रमण
जय जय राधा रमण जय जय राधा रमण जय जय राधा रमण जय जय राधा रमण जय जय राधा रमण जय जय राधा रमण
जय जय राधा रमण जय जय राधा रमण जय जय राधा रमण जय जय राधा रमण
जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल जय राधा रमण हरि बोल
जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल
जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल
जय राधा रमण हरि बोल जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल
जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल जय जय राधा रमण कन्हैया लाल की।
अब नार तरसाओ रसिया, आओ आओ भोग लगाओ रसिया। अब नार तरसाओ रसिया, आओ आओ भोग लगाओ रसिया। यद्यपि यह सच है नहीं तुम कहा, यद्यपि यह सच है नहीं तुम कहा। भूख प्यास लागती रसिया, भूख प्यास लागती रसिया। तदपि भाव वश व्रज सखिया लगी, चोरी करत फिरयो रसिया। तदपि भाव वश व्रज सखिया लगी, चोरी करत फिरयो रसिया। भावहीन दुर्योधन व्यंजन, भावहीन दुर्योधन व्यंजन। नहीं दुख मन भायो रसिया, नहीं दुख मन भायो रसिया। भाव भरा केले का तिलका, विधुरानी घर खायो रसिया। भाव भरा केले का तिलका, विधुरानी घर खायो रसिया। जो रस शबरी के झूठे मुख,
जो रस शबरी
के झूठे मुख, बेर खाए पायो रसिया। बेर खाए पायो रसिया। जनकपुरी के राज भोग महा, सोरस नहीं पायो रसिया। जनकपुरी के राज भोग महा, सोरस नहीं पायो रसिया। हो मानत हो भावहीन हो, हो मानत हो भावहीन हो, भावहीन हो, भावहीन हो। हो मानत हो भावहीन हो। सुन खरी खरी रसिया, सुन खरी खरी रसिया। पत कृपालु तन प्रियो पूत नहीं, यदि अब आ जाओ रसिया। पत कृपालु तन प्रियो पूत नहीं, यदि अब आ जाओ रसिया। रसिया रसिया मेरे मन बसिया, रसिया रसिया मेरे मन
अब ना और तरसाओ रसिया, आओ भोग लगाओ रसिया। रसिया मन बसिया की जय।
अभी आरती होगी। ओम श्री कृष्ण परमात्मने नमो नमः। यस्य स्मरणं
मात्रेण जन्म संसार बन्धनात् विमुच्यते नमः तस्मै विष्णवे। विष्णवे। ओम कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय हरये परमात्मने प्रणतक्लेशनाशाय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। श्रीकृष्ण राधा वर गोकुलेश गोपाल गोवर्धननाथ विष्णो जिह्वे पिबश्वामृतमेतदेव गोविन्द दामोदर माधवेति। राधाकृष्णाभ्यां नमो नमः। ध्यायामि चिन्तयामि। ॐ प्राणाय स्वाहा, ॐ अपानाय स्वाहा, ॐ व्यानाय स्वाहा, ॐ उदानाय स्वाहा, ॐ शमानाय स्वाहा। राधाकृष्णाभ्यां नमो नमः। मद्यपानीयजलं समर्पयामि पुनः। ॐ उत्तरापोषानं हस्तप्रक्षालं मुखप्रक्षालं मुखं मुजाचमनीयजलं समर्पयामि। ॐ अथ मंगल निराजनम कुरियात। आइए अभी जो है भगवान सीता रामचंद्र भगवान की प्रथम महाआरती करेंगे, फिर यहाँ राधा कृष्ण भगवान और सदगुरु महाराज की। तो सभी लोग जो है यहाँ खड़े हो जाइए और सीता रामचंद्र भगवान के पास आ जाइए। नमस्कार, राधे राधे।
श्री रामचंद्र कृपालु भजन भयदारुणं नवकञ्जलोचन कञ्जमुखकर कञ्जपदसञ्जारुणं सन्दर्प अगणित अमित छविनवनील नीरदसुन्दरं पटपीतमानं कडितरुचिशुचि नौमि जनकसुतावरं दीनबन्धु दिनेशदानवदैत्य वंशनिकन्दनं रघुनन्द आनन्द कन्द कौशलचन्द दशरथनन्दनं चिरमुकुटकुण्डल तिलकचारुदार अङ्ग विभूषणम् आजानुभुज शरचापधर सङ्ग्राम जितकरदूषणम् इति वदति तुलसीदास शङ्कर शेषमुनिमनरञ्जनं मम हृदयकञ्ज निवासतु कामादिफलदलगञ्जनं श्रीरामचन्द्र कृपालु भजनं शरणभवभयदारुणं नवकञ्जलोचन कञ्जमुखकर कञ्जपदसञ्जारुणं श्रीराम श्रीराम आरती प्रीतम प्यारी की बनवारी नथवारी की। आरती प्रीतम प्यारी की बनवारी नथवारी की। दून सर कनक मुकुट जल के, दून श्रुति कुंडल बल हल के, दून दृग प्रेम सुधा छल के। रसीले बैल रसीले नैन रसीले सैन, दून मैनन मनहारी की बनवारी नथवारी की। आरती प्रीतम प्यारी की बनवारी नथवारी की। वनी परवारी, दूनी लट लट कनी छवि न्यारी, दूनी भाव मटकनी अति प्यारी। रसन मुख कान हसन मुस्कान, रसन दम कान, दूनी बेसर छवि न्यारी की बनवारी नथवारी की। आरती प्रीतम प्यारी की बनवारी नथवारी की। एक उर पीतांबर पहरे, एक उर नीलांबर लहरे, दून उर लर मोतिन छहरे। कांगनन खनक किंकिणिन जनक, नूपुरुन भनक, दून रुन झुन धुनि प्यारी की बनवारी नथवारी की। आरती प्रीतम प्यारी की बनवारी नथवारी की। एक सिर मोर मुकुट राजे, एक सिर चूनरी छवि साजे, दून सिर तिरछे बल राजे। संग ब्रज बाल लाडली लाल, बागल डाल कृपालु दून त्रिगचारी की बनवारी नथवारी की। आरती प्रीतम प्यारी की बनवारी नथवारी की। आरती प्रीतम प्यारी की बनवारी नथवारी की। जयति जगद गुरु गुरुवर की, गाओ मिली आरती रसिक वर की। गाओ गाओ मिली आरती रसिक वर की। गुरुपद लखमणि चंद्रिका प्रकाश, जाके उर बसे ताके मोह तमनाश। जाके माथ नाथ तब हाथ करे वास, ताके होए माया मोह सब ही निराश। पावे गति मति रति राधावर की, गाओ मिली आरती रसिक वर की। गाओ गाओ मिली आरती रसिक वर की। मने मने मूढ़ छाड़ नारी नर हाथ, गुरु बिनु ब्रह्म शांतो न देंगे साथ। कोमल कृपालु बड़े कृपा सिंधुनाथ, पाके इन्हें आज तो अनाथ हो सनाथ। इन्हीं के अधीन कृपा के गिरधर की, गाओ मिली आरती रसिक वर की। गाओ गाओ मिली आरती रसिक वर की। भक्ति योग रस अवतार अभिराम, करे निगमागम परे बस उच्च अट्टहा जय हो झूमी चले चाल वही नटवर की गाओ मिली आरती रसिक वर की गाओ गाओ मिली आरती रसिक वर की जयति जगद गुरु गुरुवर की गाओ मिली आरती रसिक वर की गाओ गाओ मिली आरती रसिक वर की
मंगल निराजनं समर्पयामि हस्ताभ्यां देवताभिवन्दनम् अध मंत्र प्रार्थना पेज नंबर 8 पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते करारविन्देन पदारविन्दं मुखारविन्दे विनिवेशयन्तं वटस्य पत्रस्य पुटे शयानं बालं मुकुन्दं मनसा स्मरामि वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं कृष्ण एव मम स्वामी कृष्ण एव सखा मम कृष्ण एव सुतः प्रेयः श्रीकृष्णः शरणं मम वन्दे वृन्दावनां नन्दां राधिकां परमेश्वरीं गोपिकां परमां शुद्धां लादिनीं शक्तिरूपिणीं रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेधसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीतायाः पतये नमः श्रीरामचन्द्रचरणौ मनसा स्मरामि श्रीरामचन्द्रचरणौ वचसा गृह्णामि श्रीरामचन्द्रचरणौ शिरसा नमामि श्रीरामचन्द्रचरणौ शरणं प्रपद्ये जानकी त्वां नमस्यामि सर्वपापप्रणाशिनीं नमामि विश्वजननीं रामचन्द्रेष्टवल्लभां सीतां सर्वान्नवद्याङ्गीं भजामि सततं हृदा मनोजवं मारुततुल्यवेगं जितेन्द्रियं बुद्धिमतां वरिष्ठं वातात्मजं वानरयूथमुख्यं श्रीरामदूतं शरणं प्रपद्ये मत्प्रेयान् राधिका प्रेयान् मद्धवो राधिकाधवः तस्मादपि गरीयान्यो कृपालुर्मे जगद्गुरुः गुरुं भजति श्रीकृष्णः श्रीकृष्णं भजते गुरुः सिद्धान्ततस्त्वभेदेऽपि कृपालुर्मे गुरुर्महान् कायेन वाचा मनसेन्द्रियैर्वा बुद्ध्यात्मना वा प्रकृतिस्वभावात् करोमि यद्यद् सकलं परस्मै नारायणायेति समर्पयामि तृणादपि सुनीचेन तरोरपि सहिष्णुना अमानिना मानदेन कीर्तनीय सदा हरिः ॐ असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। बोलिए राधा कृष्ण भगवान की जय। श्रीमद सद्गुरु सरकार की जय। गजानन गणपति भगवान की जय। पवन सुत हनुमान जी भगवान की जय। सीतारामचंद्र भगवान की जय। गोपेश्वर महादेव की जय। श्री परम पूज्य जगद्गुरु कृपालु जी महाप्रभु की जय। राधा कृष्ण मंदिर की जय। गीता जयंती महोत्सव की जय। जय जय श्री राधे जय जय श्री राधे जय जय श्री राधे। राधे राधे।
Radhe Radhe, thank you all for joining. Just a quick announcement, after the kirtan we will have the keynote by Swami G. Swami G will be coming live for the Bhagavad Gita special keynote. And tomorrow morning we will be having the Dhanurmas Puja. It's a special Vaikuntha Ekadashi. So we already have a Dwar, it will be broadcasted live and it will start from 6 o'clock in the morning. 10 o'clock we have a Bhagavad Gita special online interactive session that will be online. 10:30 we will be having the Sundarkand part in the temple. And 3 o'clock we will be having the Bhagavad Gita Parayan, all 700 verses. It will be here in the temple as well as broadcasted live. So thank you everyone. We'll start with the kirtan. We'll have the Potluck Prasad downstairs today, and tomorrow after the Parayan we'll have the Mahaprasad as well. Thank you.
Sankirtan Madhuri, page number 186.
Sankirtan Madhuri, page 186. Sham sundar hamaro yaar, lakhan ko jiya lal ke.
श्याम सुंदर हम जिया ललके।
श्याम सुंदर हमारो यार लखन को जिया ललके।
श्याम सुंदर हमारो यार लखन को जिया ललके।
जिनके सिर मोर मुकुट राजे।
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 गोरोचन तिलक भाल भ्राजे।
गोरोचन तिलक भाल भ्राजे।
गोरोचन तिलक भाल भ्राजे।
गोरोचन तिलक भाल भ्राजे।
लटकारी घनी घुंघरा लखन को जिया ललके।
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 श्याम सुंदर हमारो यार लखन को जिया ललके।
श्याम सुंदर हमारो यार लखन को जिया ललके।
जिनके कानन कुंडल हलके।
जिनके कानन कुंडल हलके।
जिनके कानन कुंडल हलके।
जिनके कानन कुंडल हलके।
नैनन बिच प्रेम सुधा छलके।
नैनन विच प्रेम सुधा छलके।
नैनन बिच प्रेम सुधा छलके।
नैनन विच प्रेम सुधा छलके।
नाक बेसर सुघर छबीदार लखन को जिया ललके।
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 ओ श्याम सुंदर हमारो यार लखन को जिया ललके।
श्याम सुंदर हमारो यार लखन को जिया ललके।
जिनकी चंचल चितवनी बाकी।
जिनकी चंचल चितवनी बाकी।
जिनकी चंचल चितवनी बाकी।
जिनकी चंचल चितवनी बाकी।
मुरी मुरी मृदु मुस्कनी लखन को जिया लल के।
वनमाला गले रिझवार लखन को जिया लल के।
श्याम सुंदर हमारो यार लखन को जिया लल के।
श्याम सुंदर हमारो यार लखन को जिया लल के।
जिनके उर पीतांबर पहरे,
जिनके उर पीतांबर पहरे।
जिनके उर पीतांबर पहरे।
उर पीतांबर पहरे।
कटी किंकिनी की धुन चित हरे।
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 भल कच्छनी भल कच्छनी कछी अरुणार लखन को जिया लल के।
भल कछनी कछी अरुणार लखन को जिया लल के।
भल कच्छनी कछी अरुणार लखन को जिया लल के।
भल कछनी कछी अरुणार लखन को जिया लल के।
श्याम सुंदर हमारो यार लखन को जिया लल के।
श्याम सुंदर हमारो यार लखन को जिया लल के।
जिनके चरणन नूपुर बाजे,
जिनके चरणन नूपुर बाजे।
जिनके चरणन नूपुर बाजे।
जिनके चरणन नूपुर बाजे।
झुकी झूमी गवनी गति गजलाजे।
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 तान मुरली
राधे
तान मुरली कृपालु बलिहार लखन को जिया लल के।
तान मुरली कृपालु बलिहार लखन को जिया लल के।
तान मुरली कृपालु बलिहार लखन को जिया लल के।
तान मुरली कृपालु बलिहार लखन को जिया लल के।
श्याम सुंदर हमारो यार लखन को जिया लल के।
श्याम सुंदर हमारो यार लखन को जिया लल के।
श्याम सुंदर हमारो यार लखन को जिया लल के।
श्याम सुंदर हमारो यार लखन को जिया लल के।
जिनके चरणन नूपुर बाजे।
जिनके चरणन नूपुर बाजे।
झुकी झूमी गवनी गति गजलाजे।
झुकी झूमी गवनी गति गजलाजे।
तान मुरली
राधे
तान मुरली कृपालु बलिहार लखन को जिया लल के।
तान मुरली कृपालु बलिहार लखन को जिया लल के।
श्याम सुंदर हमारो यार लखन को जिया लल के।
श्याम सुंदर हमारो यार लखन को जिया लल के।
श्याम सुंदर हमारो यार लखन को जिया लल के।
श्याम सुंदर हमारो यार
Swami Mukundananda is a global spiritual leader, best-selling author, Vedic scholar, and IIT IIM graduate. Swami G has an exceptional ability to convert ancient yogic knowledge into wisdom for everyday living. He is a founder of various non-profit organizations like a charitable hospital, a naturopathy hospital, spiritual centers across the world, the beautiful Radha Krishna temple of Dallas, and is presently constructing a university in Odisha. Swami G is the best-selling author of The Science of Mind Management and 7 Mindsets for Success. He is the founder of the yogic system called JKYog. By his compassionate and approachable nature, Swami Mukundananda is transforming lives across the world. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Swami Mukundananda.
Radhe Radhe and Namaste to everyone. Heartiest best wishes on the occasion of Bhagavad Gita Jayanti. It gives us an opportunity to celebrate the power of knowledge and this tremendous scripture that we have received from God. Look at the power of light. There was darkness in a cave for 1,000 years, and somebody struck a matchstick. The darkness got dispelled by the light. You may say how unfair it is. 1,000 years of darkness, and in a moment the light dispelled it. Well, that is the power of light. Likewise is the power of knowledge. The ignorance within can be dispelled by that knowledge. Now, social science recognizes that the world is moving into the age of knowledge, where difference gets created by the ability of or possession of knowledge. This is what the Bhagavad Gita informed us 5,000 years ago. Nahi jnanena sadrisham pavitram miha vidyate. Arjuna, Sri Krishna said, there is nothing as pure in this world as true knowledge. So as we move into the Bhagavad Gita, let us remember that and create the matching of or sentiment. When I go to people's houses, sometimes in their puja room they have a chair. And I say, what is this? Swami Ji, when my Guruji came to my house, he sat on this chair. The chair now has become worshipable. It's an ordinary chair, but the path that is being created towards it is a spiritual path. That path is so important. And likewise, you read a book, say, okay, it gives me information. But when we approach the Bhagavad Gita, the Bhagav will make the difference. Where will knowledge come from? From the lotus mouth of Sri Krishna himself. The Avatari Bhagavan, who spoke every word with utmost compassion for illuminating the souls in this realm of Maya. When we remember the source of that knowledge, Bhagavad Gita, the song of God, then the knowledge gets endowed with the Chitta Shakti. The Chitta Shakti is the sentient. Material knowledge is devoid of it. That is why material knowledge is like a bunch of information. It can be purchased and it is also sold. But spiritual knowledge is beyond that. It has got depth. It has got life in it. It has got sentience. And the moment you remember the source of the knowledge, it starts acquiring that sentient quality. So the Bhagavad Gita is from a divine source, and every word of it that was spoken by Sri Krishna was with one purpose. The purpose was not to gather popularity. The purpose was not to get likes on social media. Then it was driven by the intention of compassion. Sri Krishna spoke the Gita for the welfare of Arjuna, and through Arjuna for the welfare of all humankind for ages to come. So Arjuna is in deep trouble. His trouble is not a physical affliction. His trouble is an ethical dilemma. And that is creating tremendous misery for him because it is confusing him about the goal of his race. And that can be a very disconcerting, uncomfortable feeling. What is my purpose? So the Bhagavad Gita helps remove that chaos. It starts off with Arjun Vishad Yoga. So this Vishad or the confusion is not necessarily a bad thing. It can become a springboard for progress, for enlightenment. And that is why we too, when we find ourselves in distress, when we find ourselves in difficulty, we do not need to become disturbed. Rather, remind ourselves of the beginning of the Bhagavad Gita, that this difficulty can lead us to tremendous progress. What will we have to do for that? Consider this example. A child went to a Diwali Mela with his mother. This 3-year-old child had his mother's hand in his hand, and he was going around looking at the sights, enjoying. Oh, so nice. There's a Ferris wheel here, and there's candy here, etc., etc. The Mela is so attractive. And all of a sudden, a push happened, and he left his mother's hand. Now he doesn't know where his mother has gone. So the Mela is the same. The Ferris wheel, the sugar candy, all is still available. But he is experiencing tremendous fear. Likewise, in this world of Maya, we too sometimes find ourselves in fearful situations. These situations can be adhyatmic, adidaivik, adibhautik. External environment, internal turmoil, or natural calamities. So this boy who was in fear, what was the reason for his fear? He left the hand of his mother. And what does he need to do? Find his mother, hold her hand again, and he will be back in a state of blissful enjoyment. So we too have left the hand of our eternal mother, our eternal father, that is Sri Krishna. So this world appears to be fearsome to us, but it is not. All we need to do is to hold the hand of our Father. That Father is immensely powerful. Once, a teenage girl, a college girl, went for mountain climbing. So they climb cliff edges. A rope is hung, and these people who are learning mountain climbing, they get trained how to lift themselves up, holding the rope. And that is what this girl was doing until she reached the top. And as she got on to the top, her contact lenses got dislodged. One of them, one fell. Now it was a 100-foot fall. She looked at the valley below. Oh my God, where will my lens be? How will I ever find it? And then she prayed to God, my Lord, you are everywhere. You know every atom of this valley below. If it pleases you, please arrange for me to get my contact lens back. He just said that. And when they returned down to the ground from the top of the cliff, there was a road from the backside where the mountain climbers would return from. There was another team of mountain climbers that was about to go. And one of them shouted out, hey, did any of you lose a contact lens? The girl said, yes, I did. How did you find it? He said, I found an ant holding the contact lens and moving on the ground. So that got my attention. I picked it out from the ant and I realized that one of you must have dropped it. And this girl was so astonished that in this whole valley, it would have been impossible if you drop your contact lens on your house carpet, you will find it difficult to locate. But in this amazing valley, it was located. So this girl was so grateful. When she went home, she told her father about this, that how she got her lens back. And the father was an artist. He was a cartoonist. A father created a cartoon of an ant lifting a contact lens. And the caption below was, the ant is speaking out. The ant says, oh God, this burden I am carrying, I don't know why I am carrying it. But it is given to me by you. And because it pleases you, I am doing my duty. That, of course, was a humorous take on it. That the ant is being inspired by God to lift this contact lens and walk. But actually, it is all a part of the grand scheme of God. So likewise, our eternal Father has got infinite power. And as those little children, We have got nothing to fear, provided we hold his hand. To do that, the first thing we will need to do, how will you hold God's hand? You can hold your mother's hand physically. How do you hold God's hand? Well, he's sitting inside us. He's everywhere in this world. But to hold his hand, the first thing you need to do is to acquire knowledge. That knowledge provides us with the rope, the lifeline to connect with God. So the Bhagavad Gita is providing us with that knowledge which is received directly from God without any intermediaries. That is why the song of God, Bhagavad Gita. In the difficulty that Arjuna finds himself, Sri Krishna explains, Arjuna, all this agitation that is going on is not a defect from the outside. It is a defect from the inside. If you can correct your insides, you will see the form of God on the outside. Maya tatamidam sarvam jagadavyaktamurtina matsani sarvabhutani najaham teshvavastitah. Arjuna, this entire world is my veritable form. I have manifested it. I am pervading every atom of it. So it is in a way non-different from me. When you experience agitation and difficulty, you start finding fault with your circumstances. That is a sign of ignorance. We need to look inside. Then we will start working in the workshop of our own mind and our own intellect. There was once an opera group. They were practicing singing in a hall prior to a show. And the opera conductor, he was guiding them. At the same time, in preparation for the show, a carpenter was doing some work on one side of the hall. So while they would sing, he would start off, hawk, 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 hawk. Now that would disturb their opera practice. And the director would look at the carpenter would look at the director. And then they would both turn their own way. The director would think he has got the message. He will stop, but he would again start. So again, after a little while, they would turn towards each other and see eye to eye. And then again get back to this work. When this went on for 10-15 minutes, now the disturbance went beyond the limit of tolerance of the director. So he was about to burst forth on the carpenter when the carpenter said to him, please don't worry. You people are not disturbing me. Carry on with your practice. Tell me, who was disturbing whom in this situation? It was the carpenter who was disturbing the opera party, but in his misunderstanding, he's telling them that you people are not disturbing me. So likewise, we feel the situation is so bad, the situation is so terrible. But Sri Krishna has chosen the worst possible situation, which is the battleground. Now you can't get worse than that. And that is his chosen arena for bestowing the song, the Bhagavad Gita. So he says, Arjun, remember one thing, the world is not bad since it is the form of God. It is created perfectly. You have changed the way you are looking at it. Presently, your perspective is, I need to enjoy. And how can I enjoy? If I'm enjoying, then everything is fine. And if I'm experiencing pain, then everything is bad. So our lower self motivates us in these two ways, seeking pleasure and avoiding pain. However, there is another, a third way of looking at it. The design of the world is not to give us pleasure or avoid pain. The design of the world is for our inner growth. We must see, am I growing? Once a mouse fell into a solidified sugar can. So when it was there, it's, oh my God, this sugar is so nice. It started eating. Now, as it started eating, the sugar level started going down and the mouse started getting trapped. Until it went so far down that the mouse was not able to extract itself out. It created its own trap by enjoying. Compare this with the reverse situation. One farmer had an old donkey. The donkey had grown so old, it was practically no use to the farmer now. The donkey was roaming around in the farmer's field and it fell into a dry well. At the bottom of the well, it was so fearless. My master will come and save me. It started hee-hawing. The farmer came and saw the donkey there. And made a split-second decision. Said, look, the well is no use to me. This old donkey is also now worthless. So rather than put in the labor of extracting the donkey, let me bury it right here. He got a spade and he started throwing mud into the well. And the donkey, with great expectation, was hoping that its master will pull it out. And when the mud fell on it, the donkey became so confused. What is this? It shrugged the mud off. But then the farmer threw another lot. Again, it shrugged it off. Until even the donkey could put two and two together, it understood what the farmer is doing. So every time mud fell on it, the donkey shrugged it off. The consequence was that the level of the well kept on rising. And when it became high enough, the donkey jumped out and ran away to its freedom. So on one side was the mouse that was getting trapped. On the other side was the donkey that was getting liberated. What was the difference? The mouse was seeking pleasure. And that seeking of pleasure became its own death trap. The donkey, on the other hand, was tolerating the pain, was putting in the effort and moving towards its liberation. Likewise, if life as we find it, the purpose is not to seek comfort, but to seek growth. Life is worthwhile if we keep learning, number one. Life is worthwhile if we keep growing, number two. Life is worthwhile if we keep persevering, and life is worthwhile if we keep serving. So, Sri Krishna tells Arjuna that, look, Arjuna, what you need to do is to change your perspective towards the world. The world is the same. You are becoming confused because your perspective is different, defective. And the knowledge I am giving you is called Darshan Shastra. Darshan Shastra means it will enable you to have darshan, to truly see. Right now, we people, we think we see. So this is the conflict between our perspective and the Vedic perspective. We think we see. And the Vedas tell us, you are not seeing. Your sight, your perspective is defective. We will teach you how to truly see. So the scriptures provide us the vision to understand what is the purpose of this world. Who am I? What is my purpose? And how can I achieve that purpose? So it's just like, as little children, we used to play with games and puzzles. And one of the puzzle was that there would be the scribble of lines. It was two images embedded in one. So if you look at it from here, you find a young man's picture. And you look at it from there, you find an old man's picture. Now, two pictures are embedded in the same. So you become, sometimes people, they see one and they say this is all it has. One teacher did this experiment. He showed half the class the young man's picture. And he showed the other half the old man's picture. And then he showed them all the combined picture. And he asked them that write down what you are seeing. And the first half that had been exposed to the young man's picture, they were willing to swear that was the only picture in that jumble. And the other half was willing to swear that the old man's picture was the only one in that jumble. So he then showed to them, look, it had both, but you had gotten affected by the way you were thinking. Likewise, in this world of Maya, we have our lower selves that is motivating us towards pleasure and away from pain. Now, the Bhagavad Gita is telling us that true life is beyond this. True life is about growth. There's nothing wrong with this world. It's created by the compassionate God. And He has created it perfectly for your growth. So when you encounter difficulty and adversity, don't think, where has God disappeared? Don't think He has lost my hand, left my hand. Instead, remember, like the sculptor who does Pokathaki, to give beauty to the Murti, this world, as the university of hard knock, is stripping away the ugliness from within us. And in this journey, we will need to remember to prioritize our inner world. That inner world is affected by attachment. This attachment is causing all the disturbance. One old man he had big factory, middle-sized factory. And as his sons, he wanted to pass it on to them. The sons had their own interest. One had become a doctor, one had become a professor in a college. They were not interested. So the father said, now I'm old, I can't run it, let me sell it off. So negotiations were happening and he sold it off. However, the next morning, he got the news that the factory had caught fire. So there was a commotion. A lot of people were there around, and he also went to take a look. And some of the workers, they were crying that our means of employment is going up in flames. And this old man also started crying, seeing his factory ablaze. His son came and said, Father, why are you crying? He said, our factory is going up in flames. The son said, Father, don't you remember? Yesterday we signed the sale deed. Oh my God, you're right. It is no longer mine. All his misery disappeared. Just at that time, his second son arrived. And he said, Father, you know what? Actually, the matter was settled, but the signing actually did not happen. It was postponed for today, and it is not signed. Father said, really? It's my factory and it's gone up in flames. Again, he started crying. In a little while, a third son came. And he said, Father, the other side is a gentleman. And he said, once it's agreed upon, he will honor his commitment to purchase it, even though it is going up in flames. The father said, thank God, all his misery disappeared. So this person's happiness and distress is going up and down, based upon his attachment. Likewise, our mind too has gotten attached to this world. And that attachment is the cause of our misery. We blame Maya, we blame worldly things. But the Bhagavad Gita says the reason why this Maya is holding you is you are holding it through your attachment. It's like those parrots. How the parrots are caught is a very interesting thing. What the hunter does is they keep a wire, and around on the wire they put a wooden sleeve, which is called khirki in Hindi. So it can rotate, the wooden sleeve on the wire. Now the parrot comes and it sits, it grips the wooden sleeve. And because it's rotatable, the sleeve turns around and the parrot finds itself hanging upside down. So the parrot can easily release the sleeve and be free. But it starts thinking that I am trapped, I am trapped. Likewise, this world, we are thinking, I am trapped, I am trapped. What is trapping us is our own mental attitude. And that is leading to all kinds of distress. One of the biggest distresses that people experience is that of negative thinking, where their own thoughts are harassing them. I know this thought is not helpful to me, and yet it keeps coming back in my head. I know what I should be thinking, but these thoughts are tyrannizing me. This is the tyranny of thoughts. So, these tyranny of thoughts that I would say a large section of humanity is experiencing is all stemming from giving too much of importance to this mind. For example, in my book, The Power of Thoughts, I have talked about imperative thinking. What is imperative thinking? Making your own standard of how things should be. This is good, this is bad. And then imposing those standards on others. My husband should be behaving like this, my wife should be behaving like this, my son should do like this, others should do like that. So our own standards we are imposing on them, and when they don't behave like that, we are becoming disturbed. Somebody else is engaging in black and white thinking. What is black and white thinking? A thing should be perfectly right. If not, then it is completely wrong. So a black and white thinker will say if somebody is not perfect, then that person is completely imperfect. Whereas there is all varieties in the spectrum of the world. And then they impose that standard on themselves. I need to get an A+, the student says. And if I did not, then I am a complete failure. I need to become absolutely perfect like a saint. And if I don't, then I'm a complete sinner. So what is happening here? They are feeling disturbed. And the reason for their disturbance is defective thinking. Other people engage in emotional thinking. What is emotional thinking? This person, I feel, is going to cheat me. I feel. And that is why I am not convinced he is going to cheat me. What is the basis? My feelings. If somebody else says this business will fail, what is the logic behind? I feel it's going to fail. So the feelings have been elevated to such a level that they are made sacrosanct. People who are extremely emotional, they put their feelings on such a high pedestal that they think that if any feeling arises in them, it must be right. In all these cases, there is defective thinking, which is the cause of our negative thoughts. And all of this defective thinking can be corrected very easily. How? By using our intellect to, first of all, align the intellect with the knowledge of God. So Shree Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, Mai eva manadhatsva mai buddhim niveshaya. Arjun, you give the mind to me, but also give the intellect to me. Mai arpita mano buddhi. Arjun, you will have to surrender the intellect to me. Buddhi yogam upashritya. So he is called it buddhi yoga, which means, first of all, you decide that I need to empower my intellect, and for that, I must align my intellect with the knowledge of. That is what I receive from the scriptures and from the Guru. So when my intellect is fixed on that divine knowledge, it is able to see clearly, why is this world? Who am I? What is my purpose here? And then with that empowered, so this intellect has to be surrendered to God and Guru. Just like if you wish to fight a court case, what do? You go to an advocate. And the advocate tells you this is right, this is wrong, this is what you need to do. And then you follow the advice of the advocate. So since you don't know any law, you surrender your intellect to the advocate. And if you say, I will use my own intellect, the advocate says, then how can I help you? Or if you wish to cure yourself, you go to a doctor. Now the doctor is an expert who has learned medical science and achieved and got experience in it for so many years. Whereas you have no knowledge of medical science. So my intellect is not knowledgeable enough in this field. So I will go to the expert and I'll surrender my intellect to that doctor. Doctor Saab, please do your diagnosis and tell me the remedy. I will be willing to follow it. We take the advice of the doctor, we surrender our intellect. Likewise, in wisdom as well, we need to go beyond the limits of our intellect. If we say, I know everything, then we will be limited by the defect. So instead, we access the divine wisdom of God, which comes through us, through the Bhagavad Gita, through the Vedic scriptures and the Guru. So we accept that. The Gita says, you are the soul. Accept. The Gita says that this world is perfect. Accept it. The Gita says this is the purpose of life. Accept it. Now, the intellect is surrendered to the divine, just as it was surrendered to the doctor in medical science, to the advocate in matters of law. It is now surrendered to the divine. And with that intellect, we then choose to control the mind. So earlier, the mind was being given so much of importance, it was elevated to dictating. The mind says, I should think like this. Oh, mind says, I should think like that. Okay, now we have reversed the equation. I will instruct the mind, you do like this, and you think like this, and you don't think like this. So the mind is now directed. You tell your mind, create bhav towards the Guru. Tell your mind, feel inspiring thoughts. Now you have connection to an infinite source of inspiration. People ask me, Swami G, how come you travel round and round and round so many cities? What is your inspiration? When I look at my classmates, I was in Kolkata recently and connected with some of them, and most of them have retired because they reached that age. I say, you guys have retired and I'm only getting started. So what is the inspiration? I have a secret. I have a technique of inspiration that is inside, that is endless, and that is infinite in its source. And what is that? It is the inner inspiration. It is the ability to inspire the mind with the knowledge in the intellect. You bring the right knowledge to your intellect. For example, oh my God, this human life is so precious. It's a tremendous opportunity. I've got so many graces and it's passing away. There's a little time slot left. I must make the most out of it. Now, when you bring this knowledge, then you create inspiration in the mind. Likewise, you create bhav or sentiment in your mind. Some people say, my bhav is not getting created. For it to be created is siddhi. That means that for a sin, it comes naturally. But to force the mind to create the bhav is sadhana. So this mind, once the intellect is situated in the knowledge of the Bhagavad Gita, Now, in line with that knowledge, you create emotions. And that makes the balance of the head and heart. So, and a person who is moving towards the higher states is not only all head and not only all heart. What is the balance between head and heart? You must have your heart, which is the mind, creating wonderful divine sentiments, starting with Radha, Krishna, Guru, and then slowly towards the whole world, towards the Gita. But in line with the head. So the equation will be the head and the heart. They both are being used. But this will require training of the mind. First of all, you empower the intellect, and then with that intellect, you train your mind. Remember that this mind will not come under control in a day. It will not come under control in a month as well. It will be a journey. And it will be a difficult journey. So be prepared. Sri Krishna says, Arjun, enlightenment is not like snapping your fingers. Manushyanam sahasreshu kaschid yatati siddhaye yatatam api siddhanam kaschid mam vetti tattvata. Out of thousands of people, one seeks to know me. Others are running towards pleasure, not towards purpose. So one out of 1,000 seeks to know me. And out of thousands who seek to know me, one knows me in truth. So I've made the journey a difficult one. That is why you will need to be patient. Those who are impatient, I must reach my goal tomorrow. Well, then they often become nirash or disappointed. And then they start going backward. And hence, perseverance is so very important. So we will have to persevere and keep on practicing. When Arjun said to Sri Krishna, Chanchalam Vimana Krishna Pramati Balavadradham. So imagine a person of Arjun's caliber is telling Sri Krishna the mind is difficult to control. So if you find that your mind is obstinate, obdurate, what is so surprising in it? Some people become astonished that I put the mind in God and the mind came away. Why did it happen? Well, why it happened was that firstly, this was your practice of endless lifetimes. And secondly, it is the nature of that restless mind. How restless is it? We will be discussing in the Ram Katha Rahasya, which will be starting in 2 days from today. From 2 days from today, we will be having the Bhakti Yog Sadhana Shibir, which will be starting off in the JKYog campus. And I will be taking the Ram Katha Rahasya, not just the Ram Katha. We will delve into the deep messages. So Bharat Maharaj in this Ramcharitmanas, he says, Graha Grihit Puni Bhat Avasyata Puni Bichi Mar Puni Piyaya Varuni Kahiya Kaha Upachar. He says that my mind, how restless is it? Compare it to a monkey, which by nature is so fickle. And if it is stung by a scorpion, how fickle the monkey will become. On top of that, if it has got hysteria, the disease, imagine the state of the monkey. And to complicate matters, you give it an intoxicant. some alcohol, so the intellect is further inebriated. Imagine the state of that monkey. Hey Bhagavan Sri Ram, that is the nature of my mind. And Arjun says the same thing, that it is more difficult to control than the wind. So Sri Krishna, the sutra he gives, the formula he gives is one. He says, Arjun, abhyas, abhyas, abhyas. Practice, practice, practice. This practice has got no substitute for it. You cannot say, I will not practice, it will happen automatically. This mind is infinitely teachable. It's just like you see people in the circus who practice. Now somebody practice juggling. My God, how do you have 10 objects in the air? We have sometimes, the Diwali melas, it's Diwali dinners that we do in the US. For the children, some juggler, entertainer comes and they start juggling with knives. And you see that, say, my God, to juggle itself is difficult. And this person is juggling with knives. Where you slip a little, your hand will get cut. So how did they achieve so much of perfection? It was all a consequence of practice over many years. That practice has got the ability to empower the mind, to train the intellect. Laszlo and Polgar, they did this experiment. They raised 3 daughters as world-class chess players. They started training their children when they were 2. And the consequence, Judith Polgar, until the year 2012, for a stretch of 25 years, she was the world's #1 chess player. When East Germany, USSR, they were under the communist bloc, they would excel the whole world when it came to performance in Olympics, because they would grab children when they were 2 years old and train them. That was, of course, a cruel thing to do, but it displays how teachable our mind and intellect are. So Sri Krishna tells Arjun that, Arjun, you will have to train them through practice. For this, you do not need to run away from the world. Continue doing your dharma and just learn to be at peace. There was once a deer that was by the side of a stream. It was expecting, it had a baby in its womb, and the gestation pain was about to begin. It was searching for a safe spot to deliver its fawn, when from one side a forest fire started. These forest fires are the enemies of animals. The deer saw that and got scared. From the front, it heard a lion's roar and it could actually see the lion. Behind it, it saw a hunter who had started taking aim on the deer. And from above was the rain. The poor deer was surrounded on 4 sides by its natural enemies. The forest fire is blazing ahead. There's a stream which cannot be crossed. On this side is the lion, and here is the hunter, and above it's going to start raining. What should the deer do? Which of these enemies should it run from? Which direction should it go? The deer said, let me just do my dharma. What is my dharma? At this moment, I need to give birth to the baby in my womb. So it sat down there and it was about to give birth when the hunter had taken aim. But there was lightning in the sky that distracted the hunter. And it's the arrow that he shot, instead of hitting the deer, it went and killed the lion. And in the meantime, because of the lightning, the rain started falling and the forest fire got quenched by it. And the deer was able to successfully deliver its baby. So, likewise, you find yourself in problems all over. Rather than running away from them, stay where you are, stay put, do your dharma, and make changes to it. What is the change you will need to do? You don't need to minus things, just plus things. The Bhagavad Gita says, add God to your life. Behind this whole world is that one. Your connection with that one, you bring it back into the jigsaw puzzle and start changing the intention with which you are doing things. For example, Arjun was thinking, I am fighting this war for myself. And he heard the Bhagavad Gita. After that, he did not stop fighting. He continued, but the intention changed. His intention now became divine. Yakkaroshi yadashnasi yadjuhosi dadasi yat. Whatever you do, Arjun, do it with divine intention. It is for him. So likewise, this world of Maya is not bad. It is the way you look at it that needs to change. A knife can be used to save lives. A knife can be used to take lives. The intention makes all the difference. So when you receive the knowledge of the Bhagavad Gita, it does not inspire you to go into the forest. Rather, it inspires you to become a yogi from the inside. And that yoga, that connection with God, once it is established, it is like the one that adds value to all the zeros. Now you see the whole world as his. Now you see him sitting inside everyone. Now you learn to see him as the enjoyer of all your activities. And now you get knowledge of yourself and your purpose in life. So you are the soul, little part of God, Mamaivansho Jivaloke, and your purpose in life is to attain him, to reach him. So to reach him, to attain him, you have to keep on evolving from inside. That is the dynamic journey. In this journey, at every stage, knowledge will be essential. Not just a theoretical bunch of knowledge. Of course, that will be the first thing. But then your realization of that knowledge, your belief in that knowledge, your alignment with that knowledge, all of this we will learn under the guidance of a guru. So Arjun, tadvidhi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya. You approach a guru, offer your respects, do seva, and inquire and receive knowledge from the guru. So this knowledge that the supreme guru Jagat Guru Sri Krishna has given to us today on this occasion of Bhagavad Gita Jayanti. We celebrate. We remind our intellect of its value. We remind our intellect of the quality, the supremacy of that knowledge. So we create bhav towards it. So we approach it with reverence, receive it, and then utilize that knowledge to make all the difference in our life. With those few humble words, once again, heartiest greetings and best wishes to all of you on this Bhagavad Gita Jayanti day, Bhagavad Gita Jayanti celebration, and very happy to connect with everybody through this technology worldwide. And once again, I'll take this opportunity that as a spiritual teacher, my job is to serve with knowledge. And looking forward to the opportunity that is coming in the form of the Bhakti Yoga Sadhana Shibir, which will be starting on 25th in the JKYog campus. It will be an opportunity to receive knowledge in a sweet setting of the Ram Gatha as we look at the Ram Gatha Rahasya. So with those words, Radhe Radhe, Jai Shri Krishna, Srimad Satguru Sarkar Ki Jai.
Radhe Radhe Swami Ji, thank you for that amazing, inspiring message on this beautiful Gita Jayanti celebration. We had so many takeaways, and of course, the mind is very difficult to control, but this message gives us a ray of hope. As we celebrate this amazing program, we have 2 more days of Gita Jayanti celebration. So tomorrow morning, Saturday at 10:30, we have the interactive session, the family fun session. So please join us online. This will be a Zoom interactive session. We also have the complete Gita Parayan starting at 3 p.m. Central Time on Saturday, that's tomorrow. This will be about 2:30 a.m. In the morning on Sunday. The whole program will be broadcasted if you have to join from out of Dallas. But if you're in Dallas, please make it a point to come to the temple and enjoy the divine celebration. We also have the Gita Jayanti special Sunday Satsang at 10:30 a.m. on Sunday. So please join us. The whole program is broadcasted live on the Radha Krishna Bhakti app. So you're welcome to download the app from the Play Store or the Apple Store. We also have various seva opportunities for this auspicious Gita Jayanti event. You can also be part of the Gift a Gita drive. So you can sponsor any number of books as your seva and be part of the Mahayagya. So we would like to thank our sponsors who have been part of this yagya already and have sponsored various sevas. We would like to thank Kalyana Miryala ji, who is the Pramukh sponsor. She has sponsored 50 books. Smita Patel, Asha Rajagopalan, Kashmira Kittur. We also have Gayatri Narenji, Meeraji, and we also have 5 book sponsors: Amy Bhatt, Gautam ji, Keri ji, Priya ji, Vinod and Minu Kapoor ji's family. We have various other sponsors also. We thank all of them. And we also thank all the participants who have been part of this divine program and who have been doing various sevas. Thank you so much, and Radhe Radhe.
Radhe Radhe everyone. So I think now we'll switch to the class. It couldn't have been any more auspicious starting for the class than this, with Swami Ji speaking to all of us and telling us the importance of this divine wisdom. So by class,
Recording stopped.
That's right. We need to get started with the recording.
Recording in progress.
This is the spiritual secrets from Hinduism class where we are going to...
Recording stopped.
Did anyone...
Recording in progress.